So Craig, you mentioned some of the stuff with the eco-psychology, the transformational eco-psychology program that you've enjoyed a lot and incorporated into both your life and into your clinical practice. Can you say a little bit more about the experiences you've had? I know there have been Vision Quests and some other stuff. I'd like to hear a little bit more about that so people thinking about coming to Southwestern College could get a sense of what those experiences are like.
Let me go back a little bit before Vision Quest. Vision Quest was March of 2011, and this was my first year. I was a first-year counseling student. I came in the fall, not really knowing what to expect. First class, they had me do a client therapist in front of the whole class.
Oh boy!
So I'm the client. I just blurt out everything that comes to my mind. You know, that's wrong, right? And I'm embarrassed afterwards. But this is like to juxtapose who I am when I come in. Now, second quarter, I'm starting to get into a space where I slow way down. And because of the elements around me and because of my willingness internally. But the elements around me were the teachers, the facilitators, and the other students. Everybody came together and so willing to create a safe space, you know, so willing to support each other through this whole process. I mean, in a way, it became my own therapy process. I mean, I had my therapy outside of class, which was, you know, great for really diving deeper into things. But that was the stage that was set, where I was given a safe space to explore traumas that I had avoided for a long time, pain, lots of emotions. And here I was in second quarter, transformed into somebody who could stay with that, stay with it in the body, locate it, and then express it slowly, instead of just emotionally vomiting on everyone. You know, it was huge. And then the Vision Quest is the best example of that. I know it doesn't seem this way, but Death Valley became a safe place for me to explore internal worlds. So we get together for the first few days and we do groups, talking circles, pipe ceremonies, and we're supporting each other and creating intentions for ourselves. Mine was I am a man who evokes a nurturing and healing environment in myself and outward. So in my inner communities and my outer communities. And it was hard to say at first. You know, it was hard to take that on in the moment. It was more like a future tense thing that I wanted, but we had to say it in a present tense way. And then the people around me supported me in saying it in a present tense way. Then we go off on our own, 4 days and nights, you know, just a sleeping bag, 4 gallons of water, and any ceremonial items I wanted to bring. And I know that doesn't sound, again, like a safe space, but I had to make it into one, right? So now I'm not only relying on my external world to make things safe, I'm making my world safe.
Wow.
And the way I did that was interact with everything that was around me. So the rocks were stone people. You know, the dirt was nurturing and it held me, right? Everything about that place was there to protect me, and I communicated in that way. It sounds a little out there, but this is what I had to do in order to feel like I could go inward in that space. Otherwise, I'm just going to run around Death Valley thinking I'm running from mountain lions or something, you know. But wow. I created a space for myself, and that was the propulsion into second year, I think, was being able to create a safe space within myself so that I can create one for my client or clients or a group, you know, whatever I'm going to encounter. Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of experiences. I could talk about it all day out there, but probably particularly the greatest ones were my interactions with nature, you know, so the hummingbirds coming through with messages. That's how I've come to look at life. Everything is a message. Before I was mentioning Vipassana, and so awareness of the body, awareness of emotions, awareness of thoughts, well, that can become external as well. Awareness of the animals, of the trees, of everything that's happening, people in your life. Everyone has a message. And as a therapist now, it's my job to point out the messengers, but not tell the client what the message is. They know what the message is. They're the filter for that message, and hopefully it's an optimistic one.
Yeah.